Some sweeping changes I want to get into with the Wall Street Journal global economics editor, Jon Hilsenrath. If the promises alone, John, can be met, that is more North American production, more specifically U.S. production that sticks on this side of the world versus getting stuff from another side of the world, that's a big victory. If it can also mean higher pay for workers in Mexico, big victory for them. So on paper, potentially a huge boon that the markets seem to be pouncing on. Is the pounce justified?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that trade has been a big weight on the market all year, and whenever investors see signs that the trade battles that the United States is engaged in might be disappearing and getting worked out, I think you're going to see more rallies like this. You know, I think this deal is a really interesting test right now for Democrats. This is a very labor-friendly deal.
Absolutely.
It's, you know, in addition to demanding more high-wage labor going into cars here in the U.S., it encourages more union-friendly rules in Mexico. So the big test for Democrats is, you know, are they going to put their money where their mouth is? Are they actually going to work with the president on this in getting this passed next year, particularly if they control the House?
Yeah, you got to wonder, he might run into more opposition from Republicans than Democrats. But leaving that aside, I'd like to get your take on how he wants to and seems to be trying to do isolate China. You talked about, and the president's talked about all these other deals, verbal or otherwise, he's got with the European Union, of course, with South Korea, notably Japan, are very close to something on that front. Yeah. And now this with Canada and Mexico. I mean, obviously the one country sticking out here is the one that the president argues sticks it the most to us, and that's China. Where do you think this goes?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think a lot of people in the trade arena have been arguing for a long time that the president should have focused all of his energy on China from the get-go. I mean, he promised in the campaign that he was going to rewrite NAFTA, so that was a campaign promise that he had to make, and he had to try to keep. But on
maybe
issues
to get
like
China
steel,
to come to the table, I didn't want to jump on you. The strategy was get these other guys to come to the table, and I'll force the deal on China. What do you think?
Yeah, and I mean, I think that strategy seems to be playing out. You know, we now have a North American economic zone that looks more powerful coming out of this, and that potentially isolates the Chinese. He's trying to do a deal with Japan. You know, the other really interesting facet of this is we had a trade deal called TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, with Japan and other Asian economies that the Obama administration was trying to use to isolate China. The president threw that out. He thought it was disadvantageous to the United States. Do we try to revive that in some way? You know, there are some interesting pieces in this U.S.-Mexico-Canada deal that could be worked into some kind of new Asia arrangement, like currency protections. I wonder if this is, you know, potentially a benchmark for the kind of deals the president's going to try to do with other Asian trading partners, again, to try to isolate the Chinese.
Very, very interesting. Jon Hilsenrath, good seeing you again, my friend. Thank you very, very much.
Sure thing.